Vande Mataram bachcho. And as we know, in this pandemic area, we all are facing so many problems. And first of all, the problem is that we are not able to visit each other. And this is the only media by which we can have a contact with each other. Now, although we are taking Zoom classes, but there are certain problems in Zoom classes. Some student fails in network, some students are unable to attend the class. So many problems are there. So we have decided that we should prepare a video lecture for the subject which has been taught to you, so that if the new admission or any student who has failed to attend this lecture will be able to recall the things in a very easy way and the time in which he wants. Okay, so that is the main idea, or you can say the main goal of this, aim of this lecture, video lecture. Okay, now in political science, we have two books. Okay, political science. We have two books, and the first book is about political theory, and this will explain you the concepts and ideas about political theory. What are the ideas, like various concepts are there for which we need to be understand before we go through the study of this political science, because we cannot understand the things in detail if we don't have the concept or basic concepts of some political terms, okay, like citizenship, like freedom, equality. These are the very common words which are used in our day-to-day life. But as a student of political theory, we need to understand these things. We can't say it as usual, as general public says. We need to understand these things. Now, the second book is our Constitution. At work, means how the Constitution of India works. Okay, means what are, we will try to understand the Constitution of India, where we will able to understand what is Constitution, what is the function of Constitution, what are the different organs of government, what are the different, how these organs works, what are their interactions and all these things, that all will, what are our rights, okay, and so many things, and how this constitution is so important to us and how this constitution is still applicable to us. So many things are there that we will study in this, our constitution at work. So these are the two books that we have to study in class 11. Okay, now first of all, we will start with our constitution, and you have to be very careful in studying this book, because this is the book which carries so many questions that you will face in your future entrance examination. Okay, so we will take up this first book, and the first chapter of this book, that is our constitution, is chapter 1, that is constitution why and how. Why and how. These are the two basic questions that we will try to find out in the first chapter of the book. Okay, now let us understand. First of all, we should understand this constitution. Generally, we know that it is the set of rule and regulations according to which and a country is governed. This is a very basic definition of constitution, isn't it? So you might have heard about this definition, and from the very beginning of your study, you have studied about the constitution in this way, or we try to understand the constitution, the definition of constitution in this way. But here in class 11, we will try to find out much more about its definition, because a thing is defined on its use. I hope you understand. मीन्स कोई भी चीज़ इस दुनिया में जो होती है उसकी डिफिनीशन हर व्यक्ति अपने हिसाब से करता है, और वो उसके यूज़ के अनुसार, उसके इम्पोर्टेंस के अनुसार करता है, इजंट इट? तो इन सेम वे वी विल डिफाइन आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, हाउ इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू अस, और व्हाई वी नीड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. दैट इज द सेकेंड पार्ट, मीन्स व्हाई वी नीड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Okay, this is the first question of this chapter. Why do we need constitution? Why we need constitution for a country? Okay, it means that there are the certain basic function of constitution which is necessary to understand the constitution. Okay, it is very necessary to understand the constitution of any country, because and especially in the country which you are living, like if we live in India, we need to understand what our constitution says about our right, about our duties, about our government and all these things. So that is why we need constitution. This will help you to explain the further definition, or you can say you will be able to define constitution in much more informed manner. Okay, so first of all, the first function or your first importance, okay, the first importance of our constitution of India, means any constitution, not only India, it set way out for basic rules and regulations which is, and these are one thing, these rules and regulations are in minimum, ठीक है, in minimum extent to control and coordinate the society, or you can say country, because larger form of country, or you can say very basic thing that develop in human life or society, will be shifted to country. So society means three things: the minimum extent, minimum, ये याद रखिएगा बेटा, मिनिमम का मतलब सबसे कम होना चाहिए, कंट्रोल, एंड कंट्रोल क्यों होना चाहिए? कंट्रोल क्यों होना चाहिए? इस कोऑर्डिनेशन के लिए, बिकॉज ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन मीन्स इफ एनी सोसाइटी हैज टू बी गवर्न बाय सर्टेन रूल एंड रेगुलेशंस, so that rule and regulations are controlled, or you can say constraints. These are constraints. Why these constraints are put? Because we need certain coordination, because if we talk about India or any country, means especially India, if we think of, because we are the citizen of this country, so if we will think of this country, so in India we have Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Jains or Buddhist and others. There are so many other local religious faiths also, which now these all communities, these are the different communities: Hindu community, Muslim community, Sikh community, Jain, Buddhist, other. These are the different communities. These all live in India. They all reside in India. They have their own rules. They have their own rules. They have their own community rules. They have their and so on. Okay. इनके अपने अपने रूल एंड रेगुलेशंस हैं. नाउ क्या ऐसा हो सकता है कि मतलब कि cricket match, if there is no captain, there is no rule and regulation, can you think of that cricket match? क्या वो मैच कैसा होगा? तो ठीक उसी तरह होगा ये, अगर इस देश में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं होगा या इस देश में सर्टेन रूल एंड रेगुलेशंस नहीं होंगे, अगर बेसिक रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस नहीं होंगे तो ये कंट्री गवर्न या ये सोसाइटी गवर्न हो ही नहीं पाएगी, बिकॉज इनकी डिमांड अलग है, इनकी डिमांड अलग है, इनकी डिमांड एंड नीड, सबकी डिमांड एंड नीड्स अलग है. बट वी नीड टू रन अ country as a whole. That's why we need that minimum extent of control, so that these communities could live in a particular country in a coordinated and controlled manner. I hope you understand. Now let us move to the next importance of the, you can say, this constitution. Okay, the second thing which is important for constitution is government. Okay, government means how government is formed, how power is divided into different organs and levels of government. Organs, you all know, organs means legislative, executive and judiciary. Okay, these are the organs of government, and level: central, state and local, that is urban and rural. Okay, so how government is formed, how the power is divided among the different organs and level of the government, because there is a basic election. We know that in India government is formed through election. We have elected government, we have democracy in India, so we have an elected government. Election is conducted, and after that election the majority party in Lok Sabha has power to make, or that right to make government, and then the government has three organs, all government at state level or central level, local level पे भी है, but अभी उतना ये powerful नहीं हो पाया है, because certain subject had to be transferred to these government, but unfortunately in some state it has been transferred, but still some are awaited. Okay, now these are the different powers division in the different level, and now how government will make law. ठीक है, कानून बनाना सरकार का काम है, तो ये कैसे बनेगा? What will be the process? What will happen if some law or कानून, or you can say any rule regulation go beyond our, you can say it's very harsh, against our fundamental right. Okay, if it is against our fundamental right, then we have, the constitution has given, we will discuss it in the next point. It means the government have power to make law, and there is a certain fixed process, and that is by constitution. Okay, ये प्रोसेस गवर्नमेंट ने नहीं तय किया बेटा, ये प्रोसेस तय किया है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन द लॉज आर मेड और चेंज और रिप्लेस्ड इन आवर कंट्री, isn't it? Now third point, third importance of our constitution. Okay, the third thing that Constitution gives us, and that is it limits the government. How? By, you can say, by giving fundamental rights to each and every citizen. Without any discrimination, मतलब बिना किसी भेदभाव के हमारा देश का जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है सारे सिटीजन्स को ये फंडामेंटल राइट्स विदाउट एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, these fundamental rights are given to every citizen means these fundamental rights are given by constitution. याद रखिएगा बेटा, ये सारे फंडामेंटल राइट्स हमको कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने दिए हैं, इसलिए इसको डिफेंड कौन करेगा? हु विल डिफेंड इट? गवर्नमेंट डिफेंड करेगी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. तो आई होप you must have understand this constitution means the rights given by the constitution must be protected and governed by constitution itself. So if you remember in previous classes you have heard about right to constitutional remedies. Can you recall this right? This is the sixth fundamental right of our Indian Constitution, and it has been termed, it has been called as the soul of Indian Constitution. ये Indian Constitution की आत्मा है. अगर ये right ना होता तो ये Constitution का कोई बहुत मतलब नहीं होता. Because this Constitution gives rights to each and every citizen to go to High Court and Supreme Court. सुप्रीम कोर्ट, ठीक है. हाई कोर्ट का जो आर्टिकल है वो 226 है एंड सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो आर्टिकल है 32 है. ये फंडामेंटल राइट है हमारा. मींस यही एक डायरेक्ट केसेस हैं जो आपके सुप्रीम कोर्ट में फाइल हो सकते हैं. याद रखिएगा बेटा. और आर्टिकल, ये आर्टिकल 226 हाई कोर्ट को राइट देता है टू इशू रिट. रिट मींस कोर्ट ऑर्डर्स. These court orders are issued by High Court and Supreme Court of the country only. Means जो local means district level की जो court होती है, they are not able or they have that right to issue writ to government. समझे कि नहीं बेटा? Now this writ is the limit. This is only the limit on the government. This government here, this writ is the limit on the government. Writ means the court order. Means if anything done by government which is against fundamental right, then we can move to courts by use of our fundamental right to constitutional remedies. And under this right, Supreme Court has power to issue writ, that is limit on government. For what? कब ये writ issue होगा? When government misuses or excessive use of its power. Means अगर government अपने power का misuse करती है in order to, you can say, overcome या you can say override our fundamental right, तभी ये writ issue होते हैं. इस तरह in this way you can understand how these limits on government means government के पास ये power ही नहीं है कि वो हमारे constitutional rights दैट इज फंडामेंटल राइट के अगेंस्ट जाके पावर बना मीन्स लॉ बना सके। लॉ ही नहीं बन सकता, कोई भी लॉ नहीं बन सकता हमारे फंडामेंटल राइट के अगेंस्ट। अगर ऐसा बनता है तो कोर्ट रिट इशू करेगा, या देयर इज अदर थिंग जुडिशियल रिव्यू। जुडिशियल रिव्यू का भी राइट है हमारे कोर्ट के पास। अगर गवर्नमेंट का कोई ऐसा लॉ आता है और उसके लिए अपील होती है, देयर इज एन अपील इन कोर्ट, देन द आवर कोर्ट्स कैन, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का है तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट, और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का है तो हाई कोर्ट, तो दे कैन इवन हाई कोर्ट के भी केसेस डायरेक्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जा सकते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ फंडामेंटल राइट, बिकॉज ऑफ फंडामेंटल राइट। तो इन दिस वे दिस इज व्हाट यू कैन से वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट फंक्शन और नीड ऑफ आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दिस थिंग। Okay, if you don't understand, you can have questions. Okay, okay. If you don't have questions, then we should move forward. Okay. Now, after that, the third thing, the fourth function, it gives power to citizens. ठीक है? To because they have to live in effect of the fundamental, or you can say the law passed by the government. Means government जो भी law बनाती है उसके इफेक्ट में हमारे जनता को रहना पड़ता है। मीन्स जनता के ऊपर ही इन चीज़ों का डायरेक्ट असर पड़ता है, isn't it? मीन्स जो कुछ भी हम गवर्नमेंट लॉ बनाएगी उसका डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट हम लोग के ऊपर पड़ता है। इसलिए, और यू नो दैट ए कंट्रीज, जो भी हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना था व्हेन इन 1946 टू 1949 वी मेड आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर नियरली 3 years, दैट इज 2 years 11 months and 18 days. दैट वाज द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ फॉर विच आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वाज मेड। कितने 90 साल में। हाउ इट गिव्स पावर टू सिटीजन, बिकॉज means citizens have right to oppose government, means that is right to freedom and all these things. That is important, not so important, but this is more important, because when constitution were made, our leaders were carrying the aspirations means जनता की उम्मीदें and goals of society और पीपुल। देखो, जब हमारा देश आज़ाद हो रहा था, ठीक है, जब हम अंग्रेजों के गुलाम थे, वी वर अंडर ब्रिटिश रूल, देन वी वर अनेबल टू एक्सप्रेस आवर एस्पिरेशंस, और वी वर नॉट एबल टू डिसाइड आवर गोल्स फॉर द कंट्री। बट व्हेन वी गॉट दिस राइट टू मेक आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, देन द एस्पिरेशंस एंड द गोल्स ऑफ सोसाइटी, और यू कैन से पीपुल, that came at forefront, for whom? For constitution makers. जो हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना रही थी, उनके लिए ये एस्पिरेशन एंड गोल्स वर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज सबने सपना देखा था जब हमारा देश आज़ाद होगा तो हम क्या करेंगे, क्या नहीं करेंगे, हम अपने देश में क्या चाहेंगे भविष्य में, इन फ्यूचर, हाउ आवर कंट्री विल बी, हमारा देश कैसा होगा, ठीक। और इनको पाने के लिए हमको क्या क्या करना होगा, गोल्स डिसाइड करने थे। तो दैट वाज ऑल डन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, एंड इट एक्सप्रेसेस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एक्सप्रेसेस दीज एस्पिरेशन एंड गोल्स। आप देश के नियम और कानून और जो कुछ भी तरीके हैं उनको पढ़ोगे तो यू विल फाइंड आउट क्लियरली how what people aspired and how our constitution maker included that aspiration in our constitution. Okay, so that is why we, and now the third, or you can say the last thing, is the fundamental identity of people. I hope you understand. ये पॉइंट भी आपको समझ में आ गया होगा बेटा। नाउ लेट्स, अब हम जो नेक्स्ट बात पे जाते हैं, द नेक्स्ट थिंग फॉर दिस नीड और इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, दैट इज मीन्स इसमें that is, you can say, the fundamental identity of citizens. ठीक है, fundamental identity of citizen, fundamental identity of citizens. ठीक है, देखिए, बेसिकली इफ वी थिंक स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग ऑफ, जब हम सोचना शुरू करें तो अगर अपनी मेंबरशिप के बारे में बात करें, ओके, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी बिलोंग टू अ फैमिली, हम एक परिवार को बिलोंग करते हैं, इजंट इट? हमारी एक आइडेंटिटी हमारा परिवार होता है. देन वी बिलोंग टू सर्टेन, यू कैन से, लोकल एरिया, जिसको कहते हैं मोहल्ला, टोला, गांव. देन वी बिलोंग टू सर्टेन सिटी और टाउन ना, जैसे बनारस के लोग बनारसी हो गए, बलिया के लोग बलिया वाले हो गए, गाजीपुर के गाजीपुरी हो गए, जौनपुर के जौनपुरी हो गए, सो ऑन. ओके, एंड देन वी बिलोंग टू अ स्टेट, इजंट इट? हम यूपी वाले हैं, बिहार वाले इन जनरल कॉल बिहारी, उड़ीसा वाले उड़िया, एंड सो ऑन. ओके, वेस्ट बंगाल बंगाली, तमिलनाडु तमिलियन, एंड सो ऑन. देन वी बिलोंग टू अ कंट्री इंडिया. अगर इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे वी represent ourselves, so we consider ourselves as Indians. So we in India carries these identities along with this, and apart from that we may belong to certain community, means Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christians or Jain or Buddhist. These are various communities that, and other religious faiths are also there. So we may belong to this community also. We may belong to, you can say, any company, okay, means Reliance company, Tata Motors, and so on. Means we belong to certain schools. I belong to Sant Tatulanand Convent School. That is my identity. Whenever I will move out of this premises, if anyone asks me, आप अपना परिचय दें, तो what I will say, I belong to Banaras and I work in Sant Atulanand Convent School. That is my identity. Apart from these identities, but these identities, various identities people have at the same time along with the national identity. National identity, or you can say the identity given by the Constitution of India. Okay? And according to the Constitution of India, we all are Indian, isn't it? We all are Indians. We don't have any other constitution or political identity. We have only, we all are Indian. Because of being Indian, we enjoy the rights or whatever the given by the Constitution of the country. Foreigners have certain rights, but they cannot all rights that is given by the Constitution. Okay, so the fundamental identity, if you move to another country, certain countries, like you have heard about Germany, okay, French speaking people, France, isn't it? So we have, so we have English speaking school people, British, okay. So in this way we have certain identity or different way. इस country में अगर आप जाओगे, जर्मनी का होने के लिए we need to have the knowledge of German, or if you have good knowledge of German, then only you can have citizenship. तो जल्दी देते ही नहीं है German ethnicity के अलावा. Even if you want to have the citizenship of Germany, then you need to be well versed in German, and you must, if they feel you are important for their society, only then you will get the nationality of Germany. But in India में क्या है, कोई भी आए हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई, जर्मन, फ्रेंच, कुछ भी है, लैंग्वेज, ये सब हमारे आइडेंटिटी है ही नहीं। हमारे आइडेंटिटी केवल एक ही है, इंडियन की है। जो इंडिया में रहता है वो इंडियन है, ये सब बाद में है, दैट इज ऑल लेटर ऑन, बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर Indian. That is the fundamental identity of each and every citizen, isn't it? We reside in any part of country, we live any part of country, we speak any language, we follow any religion, we live in any city, town, but we all are Indian. So that is what the importance of constitution, and in next video we will study how our constitution get its authority, or why after 71 years has passed still we have the same constitution at work. We haven't changed our constitution. Okay, if you look at the history, so that all will discuss in next lecture video. Okay, thank you for this video and watching my video. Thank you all of you. Vande Mataram.